The story opens on Lion Mountain, where countless ferocious beasts are causing chaos. In the middle of the stampede, a young girl is desperately running for her life. Several mercenaries chase after her, shouting, "Hand over that juicy flower." Honestly, I have no idea what they mean by juicy flower, but hearing those words terrifies the girl. In a desperate attempt to escape, she runs straight toward the beasts. The mercenaries laugh and shout, "You're trying to escape by running into a pack of beasts? We'll get that juicy flower no matter what." One of them fires his gun. His boss immediately yells, "You idiot! There are powerful beasts everywhere. If that bullet hits one of them, we're all dead." Little did he know that fate was about to grant his wish almost instantly. A massive and terrifying boar demon suddenly appears behind them. The mercenaries desperately attack the giant boar, but their attacks don't even leave a scratch. The monstrous beast charges straight at them, ready to turn them into minced meat. Everyone except the boss immediately starts running away. But the boss confidently declares, "I'm no coward, I'm a champion." With complete confidence, he fires a rocket launcher at the boar. Unfortunately, just like his luck, his aim is terrible. The rocket completely misses, forcing him to reload. Suddenly, a deafening roar echoes across the mountain. Everything falls completely silent. Stepping forward is the true ruler of Lion Mountain, our Golden Lion, the main character of this story. One mercenary stares in amazement. He's glowing. Is his body actually made of gold? Greed instantly fills another mercenary's heart, and without thinking twice, he opens fire on the Golden Lion. But our protagonist is, well, the protagonist. With a single slap, he sends the mercenary flying and silently reminds him that side characters should know their place. Seeing this, the mercenary leader becomes furious and once again decides to fire his rocket launcher. But before he can shoot, our lion casually sticks one finger into the launcher. The launcher explodes instantly, blowing up both itself and every mercenary standing nearby. Just like that, our hero easily wins this 1 versus 10 battle. The Golden Lion sighs, "I wanted to play a little longer, but I couldn't control my strength." Now that's what you call suffering from success. The lion then introduces himself. His name is Lu Feng. In his previous life, he was an orphan. To survive and earn a better future, he studied relentlessly. After graduating, he finally found a job in Canada. But before he could even receive his very first paycheck, he was transported across dimensions into this world and reincarnated as a golden lion. He arrived in a world where spiritual energy had only recently awakened. At first, he believed God had played a cruel joke on him. After all, who would want to become a lion? But he soon realized that this new world would become the greatest opportunity of his life. His system is unbelievably overpowered. It rewards him with experience points for almost everything, even something as ridiculous as going to the bathroom. Seriously, who knows what kind of experience he's gaining in there? Just then, the lion and the boar demon lock eyes. The giant boar suddenly becomes embarrassed and runs away. As a reward, the system grants our lion prestige points. Soon, one of his companions walks over and asks, "Should we kill those humans?" Instead, our hero asks, "Where's the girl who was running away?" A green spirit replies, "She died in the explosion." The system then announces, "Lion King, by using your power to calm the beasts, you have earned 1,000 prestige points. Long live the Lion King." Meanwhile, we see the girl's lifeless body lying nearby. When our lion examines her, he immediately senses something unusual. Her aura is incredibly special. Curious, he injects his energy into her body. Moments later, her ghost separates from her corpse. Smiling with interest, the lion says, "Now this is getting interesting." Later, everyone returns to the Lion King's palace. The poor ghost can't stop crying, so our kind-hearted lion comforts her. If you don't want to remain a ghost forever, there's another option. At that moment, the system announces, "This girl has now become your ghost spirit. If she willingly chooses to serve you, you will receive a fragment." Our hero was completely stunned. What kind of weird mission is this? So far, my system has always given me free rewards. This is the first time it's actually asked me to do something. I wonder what I'll receive after completing it. Just then, another spirit says, "Your Majesty, you're so clueless. Can't you see how sad this poor girl is?" She gently comforts the girl. "Don't be afraid. Our king is actually a very kind lion. He's just a little slow sometimes. It was the king's energy that allowed your soul to take physical form. You know, I became a spirit after absorbing his energy too. You now have 2 choices. First, you can destroy your soul and re-enter the cycle of reincarnation. That way, you'll eventually be reborn. Or second, you can tell us everything that's weighing on your heart. You'll feel much better afterward. And honestly, I'm also dying to know why those humans were chasing you. We may be called demons and beasts, but trust me, humans are far crueler than we are." The ghost finally introduces herself. "My name is Shuling. I used to live in Mon Village, located at the foot of this mountain. Ever since spiritual energy returned to our planet, people from our village started disappearing one after another. In the end, only 23 villagers remained. Then one day, a group of ruthless mercenaries arrived. They forced everyone to enter a mysterious black mist where everyone who went inside simply vanished. An old grandfather desperately begged them not to force the villagers inside, but the mercenaries mercilessly beat the old man. If you won't go in, we'll send your grandson instead. To save his grandson, the old man tremblingly stepped into the black mist. The moment he entered, he disappeared without a trace. The mercenaries laughed. Wrong path. That's why the old man vanished. The remaining villagers were horrified. They knew it was only a matter of time before everyone was forced inside. The mercenaries spared no one. One by one, they forced every villager into the black mist. Watching a device in his hand, one mercenary suddenly says, "We're getting very close to the correct route." Then he points at Shuling. "Your turn. Hurry up and go in." Shuling was the last remaining villager. With no other choice, she stepped into the mysterious forest. But unlike the others, she didn't disappear. Instead, she saw the silhouettes of her mother and father walking ahead of her. She followed them deeper into the forest. Then, when she suddenly came back to her senses, she found herself lying inside a deep pit. Right in front of her was a strange, mysterious flower. Perhaps this was the very same juicy flower the mercenaries had been searching for from the very beginning. She has no way of opening the coffin, but she knows one thing. She won't let the mercenaries get what they came for. So to ruin their plans, she eats the flower herself. To her surprise, the moment she swallows it, an incredible surge of power flows through her body. Her senses become unbelievably sharp, allowing her to see clearly even in complete darkness. Just then, the mercenaries arrive and take the coffin away. However, when they realize the flower is missing, their leader completely loses his temper and does what every bad boss does when a mission fails. He starts yelling at all of his subordinates. "I don't care what it takes. Find that girl and bring me the flower." Back in the present, Shuling says, "After that, everything else happened exactly as you saw." Hearing her story fills the spirit with rage. Meanwhile, our hero begins analyzing the situation. So eating the flower transformed her body, and judging by her aura, she's consumed by revenge. If this had happened somewhere else, I might have ignored it. But they dared invade my mountain. Those mercenaries have crossed the line. I've made up my mind. They're about to become tonight's dinner. Walking over to Shuling, the Lion King calmly says, "I honestly don't care about your past. Right now, you're just a stranger to me. So under normal circumstances, I wouldn't help you. But if you're willing to become my ghost spirit, then this Lion King will personally take your revenge." The moment she hears the word revenge, Shuling's icy heart melts. Without hesitation, she agrees to become his ghost spirit. The system immediately rewards our hero. "You have obtained 1 Yang fragment. Collect 10 fragments to regain your human form." The Lion King is completely shocked. "So, I can become human again?" He explains that ever since he was reborn as the Golden Lion, the system had constantly rewarded him for completing small tasks. Those rewards gradually made him stronger until he eventually became the king of the entire mountain. Only now does he discover that collecting 10 Yang fragments will allow him to transform back into a human. Now he has a brand new goal. Shuling then explains what she truly wants. "It's not revenge that matters most. I want to know what happened to my village, especially my parents. If they're still alive, I want to save them. And if they've already died, I want to give them a proper burial." Hearing this, our hero realizes that Shuling has a genuinely kind heart. So he creates one of his clones and tells her, "Go, live your life. My clone will protect and assist you until you return. I'd go with you myself, but I'm the king of this mountain. I can't abandon my territory. Don't worry. My clone is more than capable of handling anything. Oh, and take this weapon with you. If any mercenary gets in your way, cut them down like vegetables." Shuling can immediately sense that the weapon is anything but ordinary. It was forged using the power of an incredibly powerful demon king. The Lion King laughs. "Don't stare at it like that. If you keep looking at it with those eyes, I'll get embarrassed. I don't have anything else to give you. Now go finish your mission." With tears in her eyes, Shuling bows. "Thank you so much." Just then, the spirit walks over and says, "I'll come with you too. You know what your life and this forest have in common? They're both filled with darkness, so I'll help light the way." Smiling warmly, Shuling thanks her. Before long, the group reaches the outskirts of Mang Village. Shuling explains, "The mysterious black fog used to be right here. Anyone who entered it would disappear. It looks like after the coffin was removed, the fog vanished as well." Our hero quietly observes the surroundings. The spiritual energy here is incredibly dense. Something definitely isn't right. As they move deeper into the village, they discover dozens of human skeletons scattered across the ground. Shuling recognizes the clothes immediately. Those belong to Grandpa. That means the black fog killed everyone. The spirit examines the remains. They've only been dead for a single day. So how did they already turn into skeletons? Our hero raises a paw and casts one of his heavenly spirit techniques. Instantly, countless wandering souls are released from the area. He explains, "These people died tragic deaths. Their souls were trapped here, so I guided them to the afterlife." At the same time, he thinks to himself, "This entire mountain belongs to me. I'm not letting random ghosts wander around my territory." A short while later, Shuling carefully buries all of the villagers. Looking around, she quietly says, "Everyone is here, but I can't find my parents." The spirit reassures her. "They're probably somewhere nearby. Let's keep searching." After walking a little farther, the Lion King suddenly stops. Be careful. I can sense mercenaries ahead. They're weak compared to us, but they still have firearms, so we shouldn't let our guard down. Shuling points toward a nearby area. The coffin used to be over there. It looks like they still haven't finished whatever they came here to do. Meanwhile, the mercenaries are relaxing beneath a tree, casually eating lunch. One of them curses angrily. That damn girl forced us to stay here. If I ever catch her, I'll make sure she pays. Another mercenary smirks. What exactly are you planning, brother? I don't like that look on your face. The first man laughs. I've hidden her parents' corpses here. If she really loves them, she'll definitely come. And if she doesn't show up within a day, I'll destroy their skeletons too. The second mercenary bursts into laughter. Destroy them? You already did. Brother, your jokes are amazing. Watching everything from the shadows, Shuling trembles with rage. Barely holding herself back, she asks, Lion King, what should we do? Our hero calmly replies, wait, someone else is coming. Moments later, a helicopter lands nearby. A beautiful woman steps out as every mercenary immediately salutes. Welcome, Lord Mei. Mei calmly asks, I heard you recovered the coffin. One mercenary replies, we found the coffin, but we lost the juicy flower. So we're staying here until we find it. Mei doesn't seem concerned. The flower isn't important, the coffin was. The real treasure is what we're about to obtain. With that, she jumps directly into the giant pit. She explains, this land has claimed countless lives. Over time, it has transformed into soul soil. Anyone who absorbs its power can obtain tremendous benefits. Just then, the system notifies our hero, soul soil detected within your territory. Intelligence has been increased. After his intelligence stat rises, his vision becomes dramatically sharper. He can even see the flow of energy through living beings. He glances at a snake resting nearby and can clearly see every vein inside its body. The poor snake has no idea why the Lion King is staring at it so intensely. Our hero thinks, until now, the system only increased my stats. This is the first time it's actually granted me a new ability. With these enhanced eyes, I can now see the spiritual energy flowing throughout the entire mountain. And I can tell that all of it is coming from the pit, where that woman just entered. The mercenaries admire Mei. Lord Mei, you're incredible. You obtained soul soil the moment you arrived. Mei coldly replies, this isn't an achievement. One soldier looks confused. What do you mean? If you want to keep the soul soil for yourself, we won't report it to the organization. Mei slowly draws her sword. Living people are terrible at keeping secrets, but dead people never tell anyone. Only then do the mercenaries realize the horrifying truth. They had just dug a coffin out of this place, and now their own commander intends to bury them here instead. They desperately try to fight back, but Mei effortlessly cuts them down one after another. Walking deeper into the pit, she smiles. I never imagined I'd find something this valuable. This treasure is even better than I expected. She drips a portion of her blood onto the soul soil, forming a contract and becoming its master. The moment the ritual is complete, an overwhelming amount of energy flows into her body. Mei quietly mutters, Louis, you're such a fool. You have no idea what you lost while chasing something else. And because of your mistake, I've already won. Shuling rushes forward to attack, but the moment she moves, Mei notices her presence and immediately strikes back. The spirit is completely shocked. Shuling is just a soul. How could this woman detect her? Meanwhile, Shuling thinks, relax, I'm only a ghost. She can't actually hurt me. At the same time, Mei wonders, my bracelet just reacted, but there's no one here. Shuling rushes forward to attack, but the moment she moves, Mei notices her presence and immediately strikes back. The spirit was completely shocked. Shuling is just a soul. How could this woman detect her? Meanwhile, Shuling thinks, relax, I'm only a ghost. She can't actually hurt me. At the same time, Mei wonders, my bracelet just reacted, but there's no one here. It looks like I'll have to use my special goggles to see what's really going on. The moment she puts on the goggles, she can clearly see Shuling. There you are, little ghost. You're not getting away this time. Hearing that only fuels Shuling's anger. They already killed me, and now they're saying I won't escape again? I'll avenge my parents, Mei smirks. You can only take revenge if you survive first. I'm about to send your soul into oblivion. And honestly, I don't even remember your parents. Shuling's eyes widen. What? You killed them? And you've already forgotten. Mei laughs coldly. This is my job. I've killed so many people that I can't remember them all. Those words completely enrage Shuling. Without another word, the battle begins. Watching the fight, our hero can't help but feel bored. After all, this is Shuling's very first battle, so her combat skills are still extremely clumsy. Before long, Mei completely overpowers her. Realizing Shuling is in trouble, the Lion King secretly releases a burst of killing intent. Mei instantly senses someone behind her and becomes distracted for a split second. That brief distraction gives Shuling just enough room to dodge another attack. As the fight continues, Shuling grows confused. I don't even have a physical body, so why are her attacks still hurting me? Mei smiles. I have to admit, your reflexes are impressive. Otherwise, that strike would have finished you. Shuling quickly figures out the truth. Those goggles let her see ghosts. If I want to beat her, I need to find her blind spot. Mei confidently says, "Don't even think about using tricks against me." Watching from a distance, the spirit grows worried. "King, Shuling is struggling. Shouldn't we help her?" The Lion King calmly refuses. A revenge taken by someone else isn't real revenge. Just then, Mei's bracelet suddenly begins glowing again. She senses another attack coming from behind and instinctively turns around. But no one was there. Shuling immediately seizes the opportunity and lands a clean strike. Mei stumbles back in disbelief. "How is my bracelet malfunctioning?" At that moment, the Lion King finally speaks. "For your first battle, that wasn't bad. I noticed her bracelet can sense hostile intent. That's why she always looked at it before reacting. She wasn't using those goggles to find your location. She was only pretending. I secretly released my killing intent. The bracelet detected me instead, distracting her long enough for you to attack." The spirit looks stunned. "So you did that on purpose?" "I was shocked when I felt your energy earlier." The Lion King nods. "Shuling, you fought recklessly this time. Don't repeat that mistake." Just then, Mei gets back on her feet. "So, you're not alone after all." She immediately charges towards Shuling once again. This time, Shuling blocks the attack just in time. She quickly realizes something. That sword is extremely effective against ghosts. If she gets anywhere near the king or the spirit, they'll be in danger too. Without hesitation, Shuling rushes forward and slices off one of Mei's arms. The spirit cheers excitedly. "Shuling, that was amazing." But moments later, Mei calmly reattaches her severed arm as if nothing had happened. The Lion King narrows his eyes. "This woman died a long time ago. The one standing before us is merely her soul given physical form, but she wasn't powerful enough to revive herself. It must be the soul soil. After she dripped her blood onto it, it gave her this new body." Mei launches another attack. While blocking it, Shuling carefully analyzes her movements. Her attack range has increased, but every time she pulls her sword back, she slows down. "That's my opening." She immediately counters, landing several clean cuts across Mei's body. But despite all those attacks, Mei remains completely unharmed. Instead, she begins absorbing Shuling's spiritual energy. Watching from afar, the Lion King thinks, "I'm only using my fragment form right now. If I get involved too early, it'll create unnecessary problems. I won't interfere unless it's absolutely necessary." Finally, when Shuling was on the verge of being completely absorbed, the Lion King steps in. He glares at Mei and says, "How dare you lay a hand on my people?" At the same time, he realizes he can temporarily transform by using his Yang fragment. Looking at Shuling, he sighs. "I told you not to fight recklessly. Where was your focus during the battle? Now open your eyes and watch what a real fight looks like. Oh, and one more thing. I'm about to use one of my strongest techniques. When I do, don't breathe, don't speak, and cover your ears." With that warning, the Lion King unleashes his devastating lion's roar. The terrifying sound instantly crushes Mei's soul. Looking at the sword afterward, he says, "Not bad. My fragment form lets me use a lot of my original powers." As soon as he picks up the weapon, the system begins showering him with rewards. The Lion King mutters, "My throat never hurts normally. It must be because I'm using my fragment form. But judging by this appearance, my future human form is going to be pretty handsome." He then sighs. "The one thing I need the most still hasn't returned. My friend, come back soon." The spirit looks at him in amazement. "King, is this your new form? I've never seen you look like this before. But honestly, you look incredibly cool." The system then announces, "All nearby soul soil has been absorbed. Intelligence has increased to level 2. Lu Feng scratches his head. "Sometimes I seriously don't understand this system. It rewards me for the smallest things, even something as simple as breathing. But my mission is only halfway complete. That means Shuling's wish still hasn't been fulfilled." He turns toward her. "I know your revenge isn't over yet. If we're going to finish it, we'll have to leave the mountain." As they continue traveling, dawn finally arrives. The spirit yawns. "I don't have a young body like yours. Please hide me somewhere." Shuling quickly adds, "Me too. I'm scared of the sunlight. Please hide me as well." Lu Feng smiles. "Shuling, you have the ability to possess people, so you don't need to hide. Possess that woman's body." Shuling immediately shakes her head. "But she's so beautiful. I don't want to steal her body." In the end, however, she has no choice and possesses Mei's body. Lu Feng gives her one final instruction. "If you run into any mercenaries, pretend to be Mei." Shuling nods obediently. "Understood, Lion King." Lu Feng says, "Let's find out who these people are really working for." Soon, the group arrives at the foot of the mountain. The soldiers immediately panic. "Quick, get up, Lord Mei is back." One of them eagerly asks, "Lord Mei, did you obtain the item you went after?" Shuling, disguised as Mei, calmly replies, "Yes, I got it. Everyone, prepare to leave. We're heading back." One soldier notices Lu Feng and asks, "Who is this man?" Shuling shoots him a cold glare. "Stop asking unnecessary questions. Just start the helicopter." Before long, everyone boards the helicopter and flies toward Lion City. The pilot announces, "We'll be landing in 10 minutes. Get ready." When they arrive, the city's condition is heartbreaking. People can be seen digging through the corpses of monsters, searching for energy crystals just to earn enough money to survive. Watching the miserable scene, the soldiers mock the poor and laugh at their suffering. But the moment one of them notices Shuling staring at him, he immediately panics. "I'm sorry, Lord Mei. I was just laughing at how poor they are. I honestly don't understand why these people even bother trying to survive." Lu Feng silently compares the city to his own territory. "If I compare this city to my mountain feels like heaven. This place looks as if it has already gone through an apocalypse." As soon as the helicopter lands, Shuling quietly eliminates every soldier on board. Looking at the organization's headquarters, Lu Feng says, "They call themselves a powerful organization, but everyone working for them is incredibly weak. Honestly, they don't seem like much of a threat." The spirit smiles. "King, you could wipe them all out with a single attack." Lu Feng laughs. All right, enough flattering me." The group sneaks into the organization, silently taking down every guard they encounter. After searching for a while, the spirit sighs, "We still haven't found any useful clues. It looks like we'll have to search every corner of this building." Then Lu Feng suddenly remembers. He now has enhanced vision. At this point, he's practically Superman. Activating his new ability, he sees straight through the walls. To his surprise, they aren't the only intruders inside the building. Someone else has infiltrated the headquarters as well. Just as Lu Feng opens a door, a young woman instantly fires at him. Shuling was about to attack her, but Lu Feng calmly stops her. "I'm fine. These weak weapons can't hurt me, even if they're enhanced with spiritual energy." The woman was completely stunned. "Why aren't my bullets working?" She empties her magazine, firing round after round, but Lu Feng simply stands there, completely unharmed. Using one sharp claw, he effortlessly slices every gun into pieces as if they were made of cake. He then grabs the woman by the collar. "I'm good at a lot of things, but controlling my strength isn't one of them, so don't force me to use it." Terrified, the woman thinks, "He's a beast man. No wonder he's so powerful." She grits her teeth. "Do whatever you want. I'm not telling you anything." Lu Feng calmly replies, "If I really wanted to hurt you, you'd already be in serious pain. So stop wasting time. What are you doing inside this organization?" The woman finally gives in. "This organization stole our company's research data. I came here to recover it." Hearing that, everyone falls silent. Then Lu Feng notices a map lying beside her. When he picks it up, he sees that Lion Mountain has been specifically marked. He immediately realizes the truth. Both this organization and the woman's company have their eyes on his territory. At that moment, an announcement echoes throughout the building. Lord Louis has arrived. Shuling's eyes fill with rage. "That's him. He's the one who murdered my family." Meanwhile, another scene unfolds elsewhere. Louis respectfully says, "Lord, this is the coffin I told you about." The red-haired woman sighs. "You called me here this late at night just to inspect this?" "For a moment, I thought it was something extraordinary. But it's only an ordinary coffin." Louis shakes his head. "The problem is that this coffin can't withstand direct light. That's why I intentionally kept only a single light on. I hope you'll understand, Secretary Mayhu." We then learn that Louis is a B rank awakened, while Mayhu is an S rank awakened. Watching from the shadows, Lu Feng's group wonders, what exactly are they planning to do with that coffin? Louis says, "If you don't think it's important, I'll have someone move it." Mei casually replies, "There's no need. I'll let Wu Gang handle it." A huge man named Wu Gang effortlessly lifts the heavy coffin onto one shoulder. He is introduced as an A-rank power type awakened. Lu Feng smiles. "Finally, someone strong." Mei suddenly says, "Louis, I already told you, I don't need anyone's help. So, who's hiding behind that wall?" Without hesitation, she launches an attack. Lu Feng easily blocks it and smiles. "Looks like you finally noticed us." Louis immediately charges forward. "You've got some nerve sneaking into our headquarters." He unleashes a flurry of attacks, but compared to the Lion King's speed, he's hopelessly outmatched. Every punch he throws only makes Lu Feng's defensive ability stronger. Poor Louis doesn't even realize he's helping his enemy grow more powerful. Then Louis grabs Lu Feng's cloak. "I want to see your face." He tears the cloak away, revealing Lu Feng's muscular golden body. Louis finally understands. "So that's why you're so fast. You're a beast type awakened." The moment Mei sees him, she can't help but admire his physique. To be honest, the thoughts running through her mind about our hero are definitely not innocent. Louis says confidently, "Your beast form is impressive. But today, you'll learn how painful it is to be struck at the speed of light." He charges again. The instant his kick collides with Lu Feng's body, his own leg shatters. The system immediately rewards Lu Feng for defeating another B-rank awakened. Lu Feng looks completely confused. "I didn't even do anything. I just stood here, and somehow I already won." Even Mei is impressed by his overwhelming strength. At that moment, Wu Gang snorts. "Louis is pathetic. I'll show you what a real fight looks like." He grabs the coffin and hurls it straight at Lu Feng. Instead of dodging, Lu Feng calmly catches it and gently places it on the ground. Then he glares at Wu Gang. "Have your parents never taught you any manners? How can you throw someone's coffin around like that?" The mention of his parents instantly enrages Wu Gang. Roaring in fury, he transforms into a hulking giant and charges forward. Even the spirit comments, "He looks pretty weird." Drunk on his own strength, Wu Gang rushes toward Lu Feng. But before he can reach him, Shuling steps in. She points her blade at him. "You're going to die by my hands." She slashes at him, but Wu Gang catches her knife with nothing but his bare muscles. He grins proudly. This is true muscle power. My strength has no limits. He throws Shuling aside and starts bragging about his incredible physique. Lu Feng slowly walks toward him. You trained your muscles, but it looks like you completely neglected your brain. With nothing more than a single flick of his finger, Wu Gang was sent flying and crashes to the ground. Just like that, the Lion King wins another battle with almost no effort. Watching her teammates lose so embarrassingly, Mei can't hide her disappointment. They fought with their fists, but left their brains behind. She then reveals a little about her past. I grew up in extreme poverty. I was so poor that I didn't even have a home. So instead of relying on strength, I relied on my intelligence. I did countless dirty jobs, and eventually became the chief secretary of this massive organization. That's why I believe brains are far more valuable than brute force, and I have something far more dangerous than either. She removes one of her bracelets and smiles. Let's see how this beastman plans to survive my special ability. It doesn't matter whether you're human or beast. No one can resist it. I can completely control anyone. Watching her prepare her technique, the Lion King frowns. What exactly are you trying to do? Mei was completely stunned. What? How is my ultimate technique not working on him? She quickly realizes the reason. Wait a second. His body is made of pure yang energy, and its quality is incredibly high. That's why my charm technique has no effect on him. If that's the case, I'll just have to use my full power. The moment Mei unleashes everything she has, the calm Lion King instantly enters his strongest state. The overwhelming aura pouring out of him is so terrifying that even Shuling is frightened. Ignoring everyone else, Lu Feng slowly walks toward Mei. Meanwhile, Mei panics. I made a huge mistake. He's completely out of control. I can't suppress him anymore. Shuling quickly asks the spirit, what happened to the king? The spirit explains, his immense power is affecting his mind. Right now, he can't control his own emotions. That's why he can't suppress his true strength. Our king's body is made of pure fire. What you're seeing now is his true power. His desires are running wild. Shuling grows anxious. What should we do? The spirit shakes her head. We can't do anything. Only the king himself can overcome this. Looking at Mei, Shuling says, it seems she can't withstand the king's power. The spirit nods. I became a demon by absorbing the king's energy, so I know better than anyone. No one can endure his flames. They're simply too dangerous. Shuling's expression darkens. If this continues, the king's pure fire will burn everything, even his own body. The spirit replies, my body is made of fire too. I can control most flames in this world, but controlling the king's fire will be the hardest thing I've ever done. Still, I have to try. She rushes toward Lu Feng and begins absorbing his overflowing energy. Little by little, the Lion King starts regaining his senses. The spirit desperately pleads, Your Majesty, please calm down. If you don't, none of us will survive. A few moments later, Mei slowly opens her eyes. She sees Lu Feng lying unconscious on the ground. She sighs in relief. I barely survived. If his power had continued, I would have been burned to ashes. Suddenly, Shuling presses a knife against Mei's throat. Don't move, or I'll carve a beautiful design into your neck. Lu Feng finally wakes up. What happened to me? My body feels strangely light. At that moment, the system rewards him simply for waking up. You have learned to control the power within yourself. New ability acquired, Sacred Fire Technique. As soon as Lu Feng looks at Mei, he can't help staring at her. Poor guy has no idea that he was the one who left her in such a miserable state. The spirit asks, King, are you alright? Lu Feng looks at her. So after absorbing my energy, you've grown this much? The spirit smiles, yes. I'm gradually absorbing your power. When I've completely absorbed it, I'll be able to return to my true form. Shuling points angrily at Mei. This is all her fault. I'm not letting her go today. Mei smirks. You're bluffing. You don't have the courage to kill me. Then she kneels before the Lion King. Your Majesty, please forgive me. I'll do anything you ask. Lu Feng gets straight to the point. Why did your organization bring that coffin here? Mei answers honestly. I don't know all the details, but I've heard it's used for reincarnation rituals. Lu Feng narrows his eyes. I want every detail you know. Mei continues. If someone lies inside the coffin and manage to escape the illusion it creates, they'll inherit tremendous power. It may even allow them to undergo reincarnation. Lu Feng asks, and what's the price? Mei replies, if you fail to escape before sunrise, your soul will disappear forever. Lu Feng falls into deep thought. Maybe I can use it to obtain another Yang fragment, but the risk is enormous. Just then, Shuling steps forward. King, let me try. Lu Feng immediately refuses. No, it's too dangerous. However, the system suddenly interrupts. Sending Shuling has a much higher chance of success and significantly lowers the risk. Lu Feng becomes visibly annoyed. System, you could have told me that earlier. Because you waited so long, my whole aura is ruined now. Shuling smiles and asks on her own. King, can I go? I really want to try. Lu Feng had already begun considering it, but he pretends to hesitate. Alright, if that's truly what you want, I won't stop you. Using his power, he gently places Shuling inside the coffin. Then he says, I've left a portion of my sacred fire inside you. If your heartbeat starts slowing down, the flame will begin to fade. When that happens, I'll come save you. Shuling nods confidently. I'll do everything I can, not to get trapped inside the illusion. The moment she closes her eyes, she enters the illusion hidden within the coffin. Standing before her is her village. Her parents are smiling warmly. Shuling, come home. The food's getting cold. The instant she sees them, her heart completely melts. Tears fill her eyes. I know this is only an illusion, but at least I get to see my parents again. Unfortunately, that decision becomes her greatest mistake. She walks into the house. She eats dinner with her family. She spends peaceful days with them. Outside the coffin, the spirit nervously asks, King, what's happening inside? Lu Feng carefully observes her condition. Her life force is still stable, but I think she's become trapped in the illusion. Inside the illusion, 5 entire years pass. Today is Shuling's wedding day. Her parents happily welcome the guests. She gets married, starts a family, and lives the peaceful life she always dreamed of. Meanwhile, in the real world, morning is rapidly approaching. The spirit panics. King, the sun is about to rise. What do we do? If we don't get her out now, her soul will be destroyed. Lu Feng nods grimly. She's completely trapped. Escaping the illusion on her own is almost impossible. Her life force is dropping rapidly. It looks like I'll have to step in. He immediately destroys the barrier surrounding the coffin and reaches inside. When Shuling opens her eyes, she sees the Lion King standing before her. At the last possible moment, she breaks free from the illusion. The spirit, believing they failed, sadly says, Oh no, the sun has already risen. It looks like we couldn't save her. But in the very next moment, Shuling safely emerges from the coffin. Lu Feng smiles. It worked. I intentionally waited until the very last moment. If I'd pulled her out too early, the coffin wouldn't have granted her any rewards. The spirit cheers happily. Shuling, you did it. Lu Feng gently says, You got trapped, didn't you? Be more careful next time. Shuling bows deeply. Thank you so much, King. The system immediately announces, Your companion expressed sincere gratitude, rewarding host generously. Once again, Lu Feng receives a mountain of rewards. Honestly, there's no point listing them all. The system rewards him so often that even Lu Feng himself barely pays attention anymore. He's such a humble Lion King that simply becoming stronger is enough to make him happy. Despite all his power, he never becomes arrogant. Watching the group, Mei smiles sarcastically. Wow, what a touching scene. The love between you all is sweeter than honey. It's enough to bring tears to my eyes. The spirit immediately grabs Mei by the ears. Sweet words aren't gonna save you. Then she turns to the Lion King. King, what should we do with her? Lu Feng thinks for a moment. Because of her, I learned an entirely new technique. So, let's keep her around. She might help me level up again. He looks at Mei. From now on, help me with my cultivation, until I've completely mastered my sacred fire. I'm not letting you leave. Mei instantly realizes what that means. Soon afterward, while Lu Feng practices controlling his overwhelming flames, the entire organization is reduced to ashes. Standing amidst the burning ruins, the Lion King quietly watches the fire. If any of you ever dare set foot on Lion Mountain again, I'll burn every last one of you. Just like this building, the system suddenly speaks. Host, prepare yourself. The second wave of spiritual energy is about to arrive. As the second wave begins, plants and animals all over the world immediately start mutating. The green snake asks, King, do you know what's happening outside? Lu Feng smiles confidently. Don't worry. As long as I'm here, nothing will happen to Lion Mountain. Just then, the system assigns him a new mission. Expand your territory. Lion Mountain is directly connected to you. The entire mountain serves as your source of power. If you successfully expand your territory before the second wave of spiritual energy ends, your overall strength will increase dramatically. Lu Feng grins. Expanding my territory shouldn't be difficult. You're pretty useful sometimes, system. The system immediately adds another warning. Mission failure. If you fail to expand your territory, the overwhelming spiritual energy will cause your golden body to explode. Lu Feng sighs. I knew you were going to ruin my mood somehow, but that's fine. I'm confident I can finish this mission. First, I'll use my demonic sense to check the size of my territory. Activating his ability, his consciousness spreads across the entire mountain. It feels as though he's viewing everything through a flying drone. Suddenly, something catches his attention. The golden tree has been destroyed. Lu Feng immediately remembers assigning a guard to protect it. How could the tree have been destroyed while it was being guarded? Looking closer, he discovers the guardian, Sandshrew, lying on the ground, badly injured. Fury instantly fills his heart. Whoever dared attack my companions won't leave Lion Mountain alive. I don't care where you run. You can hide in the sky, underwater, or beneath the earth. The Lion King will find you, and I will avenge my companion. He gathers everyone together. Listen up. Our golden tree has been destroyed. You all know how important that tree is to Lion Mountain. Once every 10 years, it bears a special fruit. That fruit contains enough demonic energy to support a powerful demon's cultivation for 30 years. And now, someone destroyed it. We're gonna make them pay. With that, he leads his entire army toward the battlefield. Soon everyone gathers beside the destroyed golden tree. The elders of the Lion King's hall have already arrived. The first is the White Fox elder, Ali. The second is the Giant Bear elder, Bear Grylls. Lying nearby is the injured penguin, Sandshrew. Bear Grylls says, "Brother Sandshrew is badly hurt, but don't worry. I'll use my healing technique to save him." Lu Feng nods. "Take care of him. In the meantime, I'm going to meet the bastard responsible for this." At that moment, a gigantic centipede monster lets out a terrifying roar. Lu Feng snorts. "You call that a roar? Listen carefully. This is how a real lion roars." Just before he attacks, the green snake steps forward. "King, if you personally deal with every minor problem, then what's the point of having us?" She immediately charges toward the centipede. Meanwhile, Sandshrew lowers his head. "I'm sorry, King. I failed to protect the golden tree." Lu Feng asks, "Where did that centipede come from?" Sandshrew explains, "It used to be nothing more than an ordinary earthworm. It lived beneath the roots of the golden tree. When the spiritual energy revived, it absorbed the tree's energy. Its body evolved into this giant centipede. It became incredibly powerful, but it never gained any intelligence. So now it just destroys everything in its path. The biggest problem is that it's infused with the golden tree's energy. That makes it extremely difficult to kill." Just then, the green snake slices the centipede cleanly in half. But instead of dying, it splits into 2 living centipedes. Even Lu Feng was surprised. "So you were right. It's an evolved earthworm." Looking at the battlefield, he realizes the green snake is in serious trouble. She grits her teeth. "No matter how many times I kill it, it just keeps multiplying." The other elders rush forward to help her, but she immediately shouts, "I don't need anyone's help. I've cultivated here for years. If I can't even defeat one ordinary beast, then what's the point of my existence?" With those words, she transforms into her half-dragon form. The terrifying transformation frightens the centipede. But by then, it's already too late. With a single attack, the green snake completely annihilates it. Returning to her normal form, she sighs, "I used far too much energy." The other elders stare at her in complete shock. A nearby parrot says with obvious jealousy, "You always stay close to the king. That's why you've become so powerful. Aren't you ashamed? You're using the king's energy to get stronger." The other elders immediately agree. "Exactly. You've surpassed all of us, thanks to the king's power." As everyone argues, Lu Feng quietly gains even more points. After all, his system rewards him for practically everything. Suddenly, someone notices something alarming. One piece of the centipede is still alive. Before the green snake can finish it off, it escapes underground. Lu Feng immediately becomes serious. "None of you know this, but beneath Lion Mountain lies a massive energy core. The Earth's spiritual veins supply energy to the entire mountain. If those veins are destroyed, Lion Mountain will wither away, and every living creature here will lose its spiritual energy." The group follows the escaping creature into a huge underground cave. Lu Feng asks Shao Kahn, "Where did the centipede go?" Shao Kahn replies, "I chased it all the way here, but it disappeared. I also noticed something strange. The spiritual energy here has become much weaker. It feels like something is absorbing an enormous amount of it." Lu Feng nods. "I feel it too. My body is connected to the mountain's spiritual veins, so I can immediately sense when something is wrong." He continues walking. "Let's find out what's causing this. We need answers." As they move deeper into the cave, Lu Feng notices ancient inscriptions carved into the walls. They're just like the ancient writings inside the king's hall. But who could possibly be living inside a place like this? And why is the energy here so terrifying? Suddenly, Shao Kahn points ahead. "There! The centipede is dead!" At that exact moment, a blood-red umbrella slowly rises from a pile of skeletons. Lu Feng immediately warns everyone, "Stay alert. Something dangerous is approaching." A mysterious demon girl carrying a crimson umbrella steps out before them. Bear Grylls immediately recognizes the corpses scattered around the cave. His face turns pale. They're my companions. How did they die?" He glares at the demon. "Did you kill them?" The demon casually replies, "Were they your friends? To me, they were just food. The only problem was, I got full too quickly. So I left the leftovers. I'll finish eating them later." Bear Grylls flies into a rage. "You filthy demon. I'll kill you." The demon simply laughs. "Why are you so angry? You can't even touch me. You're nowhere near strong enough to fight me." The White Fox steps forward. "It looks like we'll have to fight together. Otherwise, Brother Bear won't stand a chance." All of the elders immediately unleash their true forms and attack together, but the demon effortlessly strikes Bear Grylls, sending him flying. Ali rushes over. "Brother Bear, are you alright?" The demon smiles. "No, he's definitely not. Honestly, this is the first time I've seen beasts intelligent enough to work together. Eating all of you will be quite enjoyable." Lu Feng finally steps forward. "So, you assumed that just because the lion stayed quiet, he couldn't do anything?" The demon laughs. "You're a lion? I thought you were just a scared little kitten." Those words instantly ignite the Lion King's anger. Without another word, he unleashes a devastating lion's roar. The entire cave shakes violently, but the demon calmly raises her crimson umbrella, effortlessly blocking the attack. When the roar finally fades, Lu Feng looks ahead. The demon has completely disappeared. Only the red umbrella remains lying on the ground. The Lion King stares at the umbrella in confusion. Only the umbrella is left. Did my roar actually kill that demon? But I can still sense her demonic aura. Meanwhile, the demon is still alive. Lu Feng's overwhelming aura had been so powerful that she couldn't defend herself. To survive, she hid inside her umbrella. She smirks. I may not be strong enough to fight you, but your companions are another story. With that, she pulls all of the Lion King's companions into the world inside her umbrella. Inside the umbrella's dimension, everyone's powers are completely suppressed. They shout, King, be careful. That umbrella is incredibly dangerous. Watching his friends struggle fills Lu Feng with guilt. He suddenly remembers something from their childhood. Back then, the hyena clan had attacked them, and even as a young lion, he had defeated every single one of them by himself. Tearfully, Bear Grylls had asked, King, why do you always fight on the front lines yourself? Lu Feng had replied, because I'm the king. Protecting my people is my responsibility. Bear Grylls smiled and answered, but we're your people. Protecting you is our responsibility too. The next time danger comes for you, we'll stand in front of you. Back in the present, Lu Feng glares at the demon. Give me back my family. The demon laughs. How dare you separate me from my precious umbrella? Secretly, however, she's panicking. The Lion King's aura has sealed the surrounding space. I can't even move my umbrella anymore. Lu Feng slams the umbrella onto the ground. So you're proud of this umbrella? I'll tear it apart. He begins ripping it to pieces. The demon immediately screams, Stop! Don't damage it! All of your friends are trapped inside my world. If you destroy the umbrella, they'll die too. Hearing that, Lu Feng freezes. The demon grins. My umbrella has captured all of their souls. If you force it open, they'll be trapped forever and perish inside. Lu Feng says coldly, Release them. She shakes her head. No. If you want them back, kneel, lick my feet, and admit that you're my slave. She mocks him even further. What happened? Is your pride so important that you're willing to let your friends die? If you were human, you could simply open this umbrella yourself, but you're only a lion. You don't even have hands. So tell me, how are you going to open it? Stop acting stubborn. Your friends are probably suffocating inside. Lu Feng quietly thinks, For my friends, I'd do anything. The demon immediately replies, Then prove it. Do exactly what I told you. I can't promise how much longer they'll survive. Lu Feng smiles confidently. So all I need is a human body. Don't worry, I've got my own tricks. Using the power of his yang fragment, he transforms into his human form and takes the umbrella into his hands. The demon was completely stunned. What? How did a lion become human? At that moment, the spirit and Shuling return to Lu Feng's side. In his human form, he smiles. I just need to open the umbrella. Then everyone will be free. The demon desperately shouts, Stop! Don't open it! But Lu Feng ignores her. As the umbrella begins unfolding, the demon screams in pain. Don't do it! Lu Feng struggles with it. This thing is really tight. Why won't it open? No matter what, I'm opening it today. With one final pull, he completely opens the umbrella. Instantly, all of his companions are released. The system announces, Yan body time limit has expired. Lu Feng smiles. Perfect timing. At least I accomplished what I needed. The spirit quickly checks everyone. They're only unconscious. None of them are injured. Meanwhile, the demon is terrified. I never imagined. That lion possesses such terrifying power. I've been a demon for over 100 years, but I've never encountered a beast this powerful. I have to escape before he notices me. Otherwise, I'm definitely going to die. Lu Feng watches her carefully. If that demon escapes, she'll become a huge problem in the future. He turns to everyone. Come with me. No matter what, we're catching that demon. The demon finally escapes from the cave and flies into the sky. Lu Feng says, We're close. One more leap and we'll catch her. Unfortunately, he forgets one important detail. He can jump, but he can't fly. Instead of reaching her, he crashes face first into the ground. The demon bursts into laughter. No matter how strong you are, little kitty, you'll never fly like I can. Lu Feng immediately retaliates, launching a blast of sacred fire at her. The demon dodges while thinking, this lion is unbelievably fast. Staying anywhere near him is far too dangerous. For now, I'm leaving. But one day, I'll definitely return. Lu Feng sighs. That demon is ancient. She's extremely skilled at hiding her aura. Finding her again won't be easy. Meanwhile, Shuling suddenly realizes something. I can't fly. If I could, I'd chase her. Wait, I entered the coffin. I should have inherited a yang body, but there was so much happening that I completely forgot. Hold on. I remember now. I finally remembered the formula to activate it. She chants the mysterious formula and instantly transforms. Lu Feng looks at her in surprise. What are you doing? Shuling smiles. I finally awakened the inheritance I obtained inside the coffin. Now, I can fly and chase that demon. Lu Feng laughs happily. We worked all night just to obtain that inheritance. I'm glad it's finally proving useful. That demon is incredibly powerful. Here, take a drop of my blood. It'll help you during the fight. Shuling bows respectfully. Don't worry, King. Your servant won't disappoint you. Soon, Shuling catches up to the fleeing demon. The demon blocks her attack and sneers. I must have lost my mind. That golden lion was terrifying, but compared to him, you're nothing more than an insect. How are you cutting through my umbrella? Shuling proudly replies, I may be weak, but the weapon I'm using was given to me by my king. That's why your umbrella can't stop it. The demon smiles coldly. Then let me show you my true power. She instantly pulls Shuling into the world inside her umbrella. When Shuling opens her eyes, she finds herself in an entirely different dimension. She looks around in confusion. Where am I? She quickly realizes something is wrong. The dimension is slowly draining her spiritual energy. When she tries to leave, countless demons suddenly appear around her. What is this place? Why can't I find a way out? As she keeps running, even more demons begin chasing her. Where do all these demons keep coming from? It won't be easy escaping this place. Then she remembers something she once saw in movies. Sometimes, the place that looks the most dangerous is actually the safest. With that thought, she charges straight toward the swarm of demons. Passing through them, she reaches another part of the dimension. Here, gravity is completely reversed. Instead of standing on the ground, she's walking across the sky. The demon laughs. This entire world belongs to me. You can run forever, but you'll never escape. Shuling shouts back, if you've got the courage, fight me head on. Only cowards hide behind tricks like these. She grits her teeth. I have to get out of here. Otherwise, I'll eventually die. Then she remembers something important. Even the king's companions couldn't escape this place by themselves. The king had to rescue them. She lowers her head. Forgive me, king? I've failed. At that moment, the drop of Lu Feng's blood merges with her dagger. The dagger instantly transforms into a magnificent sword. Tears fill Shuling's eyes. King, you're helping me again. I don't know how I'll ever repay your kindness. But now, I refuse to lose. No matter what it takes, I'll destroy this entire dimension. With one powerful slash, she destroys part of a massive wall. She suddenly remembers what happened earlier. When the umbrella was damaged before, the demon suffered too. That means, the umbrella is her true body. If I destroy it from the inside, I can hurt her. I need to remember the power of my inheritance and use everything I've got. Gathering all of her strength, Shuling unleashes an enormous attack that begins shattering the entire dimension. Outside the umbrella, Killua groans in pain. It hurts so much. How did she figure out my secret? If this keeps up, I'll have no choice but to pull that girl out of my dimension. Inside the umbrella world, Shuling smiles. The dimension is getting weaker. So I was right. Now I definitely won't stop. With every slash she lands, Killua's condition gets worse. Killua realizes that somehow Shuling is channeling the Lion King's power, making it impossible to stop her directly. Left with no choice, she summons several blood demons and sends them into the dimension to attack Shuling. Shuling laughs. Did you seriously think a few weak demons could stop me? I'll show you just how powerful the Lion King's servants really are. She cuts through every single blood demon with ease. The scene shifts back to the Lion King. Thanks to the system, he realizes that Shuling is in grave danger. He thinks, just hold on a little longer, Shuling. I know you've inherited that power, but your cultivation is still too weak to control it. If that power completely takes over your mind, it'll become your greatest disaster. Meanwhile, Shuling wipes out every demon inside the dimension. She grins. That wasn't satisfying at all. I still want to kill even more demons. Outside, Killua panics. What do I do now? If I keep fighting, I'm definitely going to die. I have to use that technique. The scene shifts again. A group of people is heading toward Lion Mountain. One of them says, we have to finish our mission before the organization takes complete control of this mountain. The second spiritual energy wave has already begun. If we're too late, it'll cost us dearly. The leader is Bingpo, a C-rank awakened one from a construction company. One of his subordinates asks, the government already handed the Lion Mountain project over to the Ocean Organization. If they find out we're secretly operating here, won't we be in trouble? Bingpo scoffs. Just focus on your job. In this world, the powerful rule, not the government. We can do whatever we want. Suddenly, a bald man points ahead. Boss, look! It looks like there's a girl standing over there. Bingpo immediately shouts, kill her. If she reports us to the organization, we're finished. Using his ice crystal ability, he attacks Shuling. Before his attack even lands, Shuling slices off his arm. The others roar, how dare you attack our leader? We're not letting you leave alive. But Shuling effortlessly cuts through them like vegetables. At the same time, the Lion King roars, Shuling, wake up! If you taste blood, you'll never be the same again. You'll become a demon. But Shuling can't hear him. Just before she drinks the blood, the Lion King releases another mighty roar, knocking her unconscious. As he catches her, he thinks, I don't want any of my companions getting hurt. But everyone knows that as spiritual energy continues increasing, new dangers will keep appearing. If I want to protect all of you, there's only one solution. I have to make every one of you stronger. Too many people have their eyes on my mountain. It's time to remind the world, the Lion King may be peaceful, but he hasn't forgotten how to fight. If anyone dares invade my home, they won't leave alive. Later, Shuling regains consciousness. I'm sorry, Lion King. I couldn't defeat that umbrella demon. The Lion King smiles. Don't worry. She's already been dealt with. Shuling beams with joy. That's wonderful. I'm just happy I could help you. The Lion King thinks, sometimes this system really is amazing. It's true that the demon's main body escaped, but while I was rushing to save Shuling, something flew straight into my mouth. When I checked it, I realized it was one of the Umbrella Demon's fragments. She had stored a portion of her energy inside it. I absorbed every bit of that energy. As a result, I obtained another fragment. Her strength has been greatly reduced. Even after losing that fragment, she still had enough life force left to survive. So I used my Sacred Fire technique and completely burned the fragment. Her main body must be incredibly weak now. I doubt she'll be able to threaten me anytime soon. Actually, I intentionally let her escape. I have a feeling she'll be useful to me in the future. The scene shifts back to Lion King's hall. Brother Bear excitedly says, "King, did you bring us snacks?" The parrot adds, "Yeah, those two girls look incredibly powerful. Eating them would restore all of our energy." The girls immediately panic. "Please don't eat us, we taste terrible." The Lion King walks in. "Shuang, I have some bad news. Your construction team's members came to the mountain, but they ran into that demon." Shuang was shocked. "What? My teammates came here?" The Lion King nods. "They were your colleagues. I know that must be hard to hear, but the truth is, they were all killed by the demon." Meihu suddenly asks, "Wait, you're from the construction company too?" The Lion King continues, "I couldn't save your entire team, but I did manage to save one of your co-workers. Do you know Shuling?" Shuling quickly whispers, "King, I'm not actually her co-worker." The Lion King quietly replies, "I know, but I need you to enter the human world. Gather information for me and bring it back. You have a yang body now. You're the perfect person for the mission." Shuling hesitates. But why would she believe me? She doesn't even know me. Before she can finish, Shuang hugs her tightly. "Thank goodness. At least someone from my team survived." Shuling thinks to herself, so this was all Brother Parrot's plan. Now that the king has entrusted me with this mission, I absolutely can't fail. She bows. "King, I'm leaving for the human world." Meihu immediately protests. "Lion King, how can you send those two girls down the mountain? What about me? Why am I the one staying here?" The Lion King smiles. "You have to remain on this mountain. Because of you, I awakened the Sacred Fire technique, but I still haven't mastered it." He turns toward Bear Grylls. "Take her to my room, and make sure she doesn't escape. Today, I'm going to cultivate with her until I completely master that technique. She'll be helping me with my cultivation from now on." Shuling bows and says, "King, we'll be leaving now." But Lu Feng stops her. "The golden tree has produced a lot of fruit. If we don't eat them soon, they'll spoil. So today, everyone will receive one. As you all know, the second wave of spiritual energy has already begun. Use these fruits to cultivate diligently. You all need to become much stronger during this period." Starting the very next day, all of Lu Feng's commanders begin expanding the kingdom's territory. The Lion King trained his entire team exceptionally well, so no enemy can stand against them. Before long, their territory grows rapidly. System notifications begin appearing. Your western territory has expanded by 5 miles. Your northwest and southern territories have expanded by a total of 15 miles. As your territory grows, you've unlocked new abilities and received significant power boosts. Continue expanding your territory to grow even stronger. Lu Feng thinks, "My meridians are almost fully unlocked. Once I expand my territory by another 100 miles, all of my abilities will finally return." Meanwhile, the spies Lu Feng sent into the human world are also doing an excellent job. Shuling and Shuang blend into the organization so perfectly that no one suspects they're actually undercover agents. The scene then shifts to White Tiger Ridge, located about 60 miles away from Lion Mountain. An irritated turtle says, "Those guys from Lion Mountain are getting way too aggressive. They're expanding their territory incredibly fast. If this continues, they'll soon reach our land." A crane monster snorts. "They're far too arrogant. If any of them dares come here, I won't let them leave alive." "Their king," the white tiger, calmly says, "the world's spiritual energy is reviving. Lion Mountain is simply taking advantage of the opportunity. But they seem to think we're weak enough to let them take our territory. I've already made preparations. Very soon, we'll give them a surprise they won't forget." The scene shifts back to Lu Feng. His mission to expand the territory is almost complete, and the system continues showering him with incredible rewards. He thinks, "Once I fully unlock my territory, I'll gain 2 powerful techniques. The first is gathering. The second is mountain resistance. I'll also receive more yang fragments, allowing me to perfect my human form even further." Suddenly, another system notification appears. "Warning, your territory is shrinking." Lu Feng was stunned. "What? My northern territory is shrinking? Let's find out who's causing trouble." Using his spiritual connection, he contacts Bear Grylls. Bear replies, "Everything's fine over here. We're still expanding the territory without any problems. Don't worry, King. We've eliminated everything except a few mice. They're tiny creatures anyway. Who would waste time worrying about mice?" Lu Feng frowns. "That's strange. I checked with my demonic sense and nothing unusual is happening in the north. So why is my territory still shrinking? Could something be wrong with the system? Or maybe, something is happening that none of us have noticed. Whatever it is, it's reducing my territory." I'll have to investigate personally. The Lion King arrives at the northern area. His companions were surprised. King, why are you here? At that moment, another notification appears. Your eastern territory is also shrinking. Lu Feng's expression turns serious. Now it's happening in the east too? And this time the territory is shrinking much faster. No one on this mountain is faster than me. So how can problems appear in two places at once? Even with my senses, I can't detect anything. Could we be under attack by something invisible? Or maybe the attack is coming from underground. He immediately scans beneath the earth. There, he discovers an enormous swarm of rats tunneling underground. Without hesitation, the Lion King smashes the ground apart with a single attack. Bear Grylls stares in disbelief. So many rats. What are they doing here? The green snake says, look carefully. This isn't just a few rats. It's an entire colony. This must be why the king sensed that someone had invaded our territory. Bear Grylls scratches his head. Were there ever this many rats on our mountain? Jiaokan shakes her head. I can guarantee these rats came from somewhere else. Everyone knows our clan loves eating rats. Normally we can barely find any. There's no way this many naturally belong here. The rats suddenly charge toward the Lion King. The parrot gulps. They're individually weak, but there are so many of them that even I'm getting nervous. Bear Grylls snorts. We're the mountain's elders. If we're scared of rats, who'll respect us? I'll wipe them all out myself. The elders immediately unleash their abilities, slaughtering rats left and right. Jiaokan happily says, this is amazing. It's like a feast. I never thought I'd get to eat so many rats this easily. The other elders immediately scold her. Focus on the battle. Meanwhile, the rats realize they can't win individually. They begin merging together, fusing into one enormous creature. Bear Grylls gasps. That's a Rat King. Even for us, fighting something like that won't be easy. The Rat King immediately attacks, smashing an entire mountain with one blow. The Lion King shouts, everyone get back. You're not strong enough to fight it. But Bear Grylls refuses to retreat. His blood boils with determination as he charges straight toward the Rat King. Unfortunately, the Rat King knocks him away with a single slap. Seeing his friend beaten so easily fills the Lion King with rage. He immediately launches a devastating attack of his own, slicing the Rat King cleanly into two halves. The parrot cheered excitedly. Our king is the best. The moment he takes action, no enemy can stand against him. Watching from afar, the white tiger witnessed everything. It looks like I've finally found a worthy opponent. But, unfortunately for him, he won't survive what these rats have in store. The rats quickly separated and disappeared back underground. The Lion King frowned. Individually, these rats are weak, but there are far too many of them. If even one of them reaches the mountain's spiritual veins, we'll be in serious trouble. The white tiger gave an order. Rat King, send your rats deeper into the mountain. I want them to keep digging until they reach the mountain's spiritual veins. Destroy this entire mountain from the inside. Enraged, the Lion King slammed the ground with a devastating attack, tearing the earth apart. Unfortunately, it accomplished nothing. The rats had already burrowed far too deep underground. His attacks couldn't reach them, and the tunnels were far too small for him to enter. Sandshrew and the green snake immediately understood that this battle now belonged to them. Sandshrew shouted, underground forces, prepare yourselves. From here on, we're taking over the fight. His entire underground unit immediately burrowed into the earth to intercept the rats. The Lion King warned Jiaokan, you're wasting your effort. There are simply too many rats. Even if all of you work together, you won't be able to eliminate them. Jiaokan shook her head. King, you don't understand. The way these rats are working together isn't normal. I'm absolutely certain there's someone controlling them. It has to be their true Rat King. Without a leader, they'd never be capable of launching such a coordinated attack. Bear Grylls looked confused. Rat King? But didn't our king already defeat the Rat King a moment ago? Jiaokan rolled her eyes. You're such an idiot. The real Rat King is the one with intelligence, just like us. He's controlling all these rats through his commands. If we can kill their true leader, this entire problem will disappear. Just then, a massive rat appeared in front of Jiaokan. She narrowed her eyes. Judging by your size, you must be their king. She instantly bit through its neck, killing it. But nothing changed. The swarm kept moving exactly as before. Jiaokan sighed. I killed the wrong one. If that had been the real Rat King, the rest would have scattered. Sandshrew frowned. These rats are much smaller than we are. We can't even fit inside their tunnels. And even if their real king is hiding among them, how are we supposed to find him? It would be like finding a single drop of water in the ocean. Meanwhile, the rats finally reached Lion Mountain's spiritual veins. The system immediately issued a warning. Alert! The rats have attacked your spiritual meridians. Your power is rapidly declining. The Lion King's expression turned grim. My body is connected to the mountain's spiritual veins. If the mountain falls, I'll fall with it. He immediately ordered Bear Grylls. Bring Meihu here at once. She's the only one who can help us now. Bear Grylls quickly returned with Meihu. She looked annoyed. Lion King, what do you want this time? Haven't you bothered me enough already? Bear Grylls explained. The rats have invaded our mountain. The king wants you to use your ability to locate the true Rat King. Meihu crossed her arms. I'm telling you right now, I'm not using my powers because of some rats. The Lion King calmly replied, if even I can't find the Rat King, how do you expect anyone else to? I didn't call you here to search for him. I called you because I need you to unlock my power again. Mayhew stared at him. You want me to unlock your power? Last time I nearly died because of it. I'm not doing that again. The Lion King answered confidently. I can control my power now, so go ahead. Mayhew sighed to herself. I don't really have a choice. I just hope he actually can control it this time. She activated her technique. As soon as she did, the Lion King's power awakened once again. This time, however, he kept it completely under control. He smiled. Now the mountain's spiritual veins are infused with my sacred fire. Any rat that touches them will be burned to ashes. The moment his new power spread throughout the mountain, every rat near the spiritual veins was instantly reduced to ash. The Lion King smiled with relief. At least I've managed to protect the mountain's core for now. Watching everything unfold, the White Tiger laughed. I have to admit, that lion isn't just powerful. He's clever too. This fight is becoming more interesting. But he still doesn't realize one thing. Our rats haven't even begun using their true power. He can never kill rats faster than we can create them. The Lion King quickly realized something was wrong. Even though countless rats were being incinerated, they never stopped attacking the spiritual veins. In fact, their numbers kept increasing instead of decreasing. They're multiplying far too quickly. Zhao Kan and the others are already underground. But even working together, they won't be enough. I'll have to try something else. I have no choice. He spent 5,000 prestige points to activate one of his most powerful abilities. I just need to stop the rats for now. Once they're under control, I can track down the real mastermind. With that, he unleashed a massive demonic domain. An overwhelming wave of pressure spread across the entire mountain. Every beast within range, friend and foe alike, instantly lost consciousness. The system announced, Host, your ability has rendered 1 million beasts unconscious. The Lion King sighed. This skill's biggest flaw? It can't distinguish between allies and enemies. Just then, he noticed something surprising. Zhao Kan was still standing. She smiled. The reason I'm unaffected is because ever since we were children, I stayed by your side. You always had terrible nightmares. Even while sleeping, your aura was overwhelming. I've grown accustomed to your energy, so your power doesn't affect me anymore. Don't worry, King. I'll use this opportunity to capture that Rat King. The Lion King stopped her. I can knock everyone unconscious, but I still can't locate the Rat King. I only use this ability to expose whoever is controlling all of them. Zhao Kan looked around nervously. We don't have much time. What should we do? The Lion King smiled. What else? We investigate. The two of them immediately dashed forward at full speed. As they ran, the Lion King thought to himself, investigating is only an excuse. My real mission is still to expand my territory. If the rats are shrinking my territory this quickly, then I'll expand it just as fast. Once I complete the mission, the system will reward me with a shifting skill. And when that happens, I'll wipe out every last rat hiding inside my mountain. But until then, my true objective is to conquer White Tiger Mountain. The White Tiger sneered. So you actually had the nerve to invade my territory. He turned to his followers and shouted, Everyone, prepare for battle. His subordinates roared in unison. Yes, Lord. The two kings charged toward each other at full speed. As they closed the distance, the White Tiger thought, so this is the ruler of Lion Mountain, the Lion King. I have to admit, his aura is incredible. At the same time, Lu Feng thought, our opponents are just as clever as we are. They were already prepared for our arrival. Could they be the ones behind the rat invasion? Without hesitation, Lu Feng unleashed a devastating roar. The White Tiger answered with a roar of his own. The collision of their shockwaves created a massive explosion that shook the battlefield. Lu Feng narrowed his eyes. He has a demonic domain just like mine. The White Tiger ordered his followers, stay back. If any of you interfere, the Lion King will kill you in seconds. He then walked toward Lu Feng. We've been neighbors for years. We've never invaded your territory. So why are you attacking us without reason? Lu Feng replied calmly. I'll do whatever it takes to complete my mission. If killing you is necessary, so be it. With that, he lunged forward. The White Tiger smirked. Then witness my tiger palm. Before he could strike, Lu Feng landed a crushing uppercut. The White Tiger was stunned. What's going on? Ordinary lions are much weaker than tigers. I've beaten countless lions before, so how did this one manage to hit me? Lu Feng grinned. You wouldn't understand. These are WWE moves. The White Tiger blinked. What? What is WWE? This lion is nothing like the others.